Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lauren, if you don't know me, and I am the founder and owner of Closet Ecology, which is a secondhand clothing, shoe, and accessory business that is based online, and I sell my finds through platforms like eBay and Poshmark as a part-time job. And this journey of me being on the internet is to document my journey of turning this part-time job into my full-time job. So today we are going to talk about numbers, which is something that I get a little excited about, and I want to share with all of you guys to give you full transparency into my business. And the reason for this is I feel that this is something that is lacking in the reselling community. There is a lot of great resources out there for a number of other things for your and factors for your business. However, I think that by being transparent about money and earnings and income, we can really empower others around us, and that is what I want to do for you guys. So I'm a little bit of a different setup right now. Hopefully I haven't been shaking the camera too much. But I have my computer up because my actual printer, I say that because I have a thermal printer. If you are a reseller, you know what that is. But yeah, my Canon printer, my regular printer, is out of ink. So I have to read this off my computer, and my computer is really old, so it makes really crazy sounds sometimes. So I apologize for that in advance, but we're just gonna roll with it. Different angle just so I can look at that. And I'm actually kind of liking this, even though it's a little dark, because you don't see the glare on my glasses. So anyway, enough of an intro, you guys. So my total gross sales for the month of June, this is for the month of June. I did not do May just because of life circumstances. I just didn't get the video up in time, and it is nearing the end of July now, so it is time for me to get my June sales up and out there for you guys. But my gross sales, total gross sales, were $3,168.02 over all platforms. That's including Poshmark, eBay, consignment store sales, all that jazz. I don't think I had any consignment store sales last month. I don't believe I did. But anyway, I'll go into the breakdown to what that looks like, because of course I'm not taking that $3,000 and throwing it into my personal bank account. There are expenses that have to come out of that, and reinvestments, and then it comes my salary that I pay myself at the end. So total sales tax that I paid, this is just an eBay thing. Poshmark does not, that is something that is deducted differently, I should say. But through eBay, at least for now, it's probably going to change with managed payments. I'm still not sure, because we are all on the managed payment train right now. Crazy train. I'm set to be activated, I think, at the end of this month. We'll see. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Okay, you guys. Sales tax. I paid a total of $104.13. Total fees. So this is fees for all platforms, Poshmark and eBay, was a total of $470.27. Shipping discounts, that is when you send out offers to likers through Poshmark. This is just a Poshmark exclusive thing. You are essentially forced into offering free or discounted shipping, but there is a way around that, and I'll talk about that in a minute, because I only paid $4.24, but I grossed $722 on Poshmark. So I'm sorry, you guys, I'm just realizing now I'm not giving you the breakdown that I normally do of what everything was across each platform, but I'm just gonna keep going. I'm a little scatterbrained. It's been a day. Anyway, so let's move on. Yeah, I only paid $4.24 at shipping discounts, and I guess I'll just get into it now. So the reason for that is because there's a way to get around those discounts, like I just said. So what you can do is you can create a bundle. You can use the bundle feature. You do not have to have multiple items in order to take advantage of the bundle feature. So essentially what that does is it sends push notifications. I believe it sends to the potential buyer. And when that happens, well, first of all, if they're not active on the app, when you send that offer, they're going to get those notifications, which is going to bring them hopefully back into the app, open it up and see what it's all about. And then you can also leave them a message, and it's private, so other people can't see it. I don't communicate with people on the actual item listing because that is public, and I don't feel that that is appropriate to broadcast that out into the universe. So what I do is I write like a little basic message. I pretty much just copy and paste it, and I just kind of tweak it a little bit depending on who I'm sending it to. And I just basically thank them for stopping by my Poshmark closet and shopping and checking things out, and to let me know if they have any questions. And then I send the offer. But because it's in a bundle, you don't have to send a shipping discount or offer a shipping discount, which is great. And that worked out super well for me last month. And it's working out okay this month. But yeah, so that's just a little tidbit on how to save money on your fees on Poshmark. Anyway, let's go on. My total shipping costs for the month were $517.01. My total consignment payouts. So I do, as a small part of my business, sell some items through consignment, meaning a few of my friends have given me items, and I pay them as the items sell rather than giving them money up front for those items. I make a very small commission. It's just 30%, which is something that I do not recommend. If you're going to learn from this, do not do this. Please do not take 30%, because, ooh, I'm telling you, yeah, it's not enough. And that is completely on me. That is my mistake. I'm fulfilling our mutual agreement that we have and getting these items sold, but I have decided to not go forward with consignment in 2021 just because it is way too much work for the payout. If you are considering doing that method of reselling, which there's nothing wrong with that, just make sure that you do a minimum of like a 50-50 split after fees and all that goodness, because otherwise it's just really not worth your time. But anyway, so total consignment payouts again was $102.21. So let's talk about the net sales. So my net sales, when you minus all that stuff that I talked about, sales tax, fees, shipping discounts if that applies, shipping if that applies, consignment payouts, all that jazz, comes to $1,954.93. So not too bad since we started at $3,168.02 to get to $1,954.93. So yeah, that's why it's really important to really know your gross and your net. A lot of people will say that your gross is not important, but it is. You know, it's part of the factors. I mean, that's not the end number that you're going to be focusing on, but yeah, so because some months I will gross significantly higher, but I might have had more consignment items sold that month, so my payout might not be nearly as high, or my gross, I should say, not my payout, my gross, or my net. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm getting all mixed up. My net may not be as high, so it just kind of it's like kind of sliding. It just depends. So I guess I should just, I will go down through this column and tell you what the breakdown is. I made $573.71 net on Poshmark. Nothing for Poshmark consignment. I don't think I have any more items left on Poshmark for consignment, which is good because that's done. eBay, so my net sales for my personal eBay sales was $1,337.43. My eBay consignment net was only $43.79. It was not a big consignment month, and I'm noticing that is the trend right now pretty much, and that's to be expected because most of these items, basically these 2 shelves is all that I have left of my consignment items, so the sales are really slowing down. That's just the way that it goes. So anyway, I'm pretty happy with that. You know, the summer months tend to be the slowest months for reselling, sales-wise. But you know, I'm really just keeping up with my listing and really getting my store ready for Q4, which if you've not experienced a Q4 before, which is the last quarter of the year, it can get a little crazy. I'm not sure how things are going to be this year because things are obviously different. This is 2020, so we'll see. But either way, I'm still planning for lots of sales. So, all right, I'm going to talk about the other expenses because, again, this $1,954.93 is not what I take and put into my personal bank account because there's other expenses that I have to account for. So, total inventory expenses, it was my all-time high, but that is on purpose. I planned for this in advance, and I suggest that if you plan on spending more in a certain month, to reserve some money or make sure you have the cash flow to support that, and just plan ahead for that. Don't just decide on impulse that you're going to spend around what I did on inventory this month. So what I did actually is last month I just left my my earnings in my account, my business bank account, so that I would have the extra funds to pay for the extra expenses I was anticipating in, I keep saying this month, it was in June, so technically last month, but because I am a debt-free business, that is something that was and is important to me. I don't think that it's a bad thing if you carry a little bit of debt in a small business. However, we are using my earnings to pay off the rest of our debt, our personal debt, so we can be totally debt-free, which we are getting very close to that, which is really exciting. But it did make sense for me to pay debt with debt, if that makes sense. And so, yeah, so anyway, again, I'm rambling. So my total inventory expenses, what I spent on inventory this June, not this month, in the month of June, my goodness, was $1,176.60, which is a lot. That is a lot. I purchased, let's see, 1 liquidation lot, and the rest of it was Goodwill, outlet, brick and mortar thrift stores, a couple yard sales here and there. So yeah, that is why that was so high. I've not talked a ton about liquidation on my channel yet, but that is because I haven't decided what I want to share about that or not, because I want to give you guys information that is helpful, meaningful, all that good stuff, but I also have to protect my business and make sure that I'm not sharing information that's going to be hurting my business or hurting other people's businesses who are using the same methods, if that makes sense. So I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from with that. But yeah, but I will for sure let you know of the brands or the liquidation companies that you should stay away from them and yeah, I've got some videos to make for that eventually. But anyway, okay, so rambling again. Good job, Lauren. Business expenses was a total of $150.94. That's pretty typical for me, especially if I'm buying a lot of packing supplies, which I'm selling a lot more hard goods right now. So that fluctuates, but I'm happy with that number for the month of June. Returns and refunds, so customer partial refunds or returns, it's a very, very small percentage of my business, and it totaled out to $51.47 this month, which is not too bad. And yeah, so all things considered. So total business expenses for the month, outside of my fees and all that other stuff, was $1,379.01. So if you're going on just what I made for the month of June, you subtract everything, my net for the month was $575.92. Yeah, so that's not very much from that $3,000 gross. But like I said, I planned for that. I had money set aside, so what I actually paid myself, what actually went into my personal bank account, was $1,000. I try to have that be like my base salary, essentially, of what I pay myself. $1,000 a month. It's pretty modest salary. And of course, you know, taxes and stuff like that is not allocated for in this video because everybody's tax situation is different. I'm not a CPA. I cannot give you that advice legally. But yeah, so that was my month of June. Let me know in the comments down below how your summer is going. How did June go? How did May go? Because I didn't make a video last month about that. I'm just curious to see how things are going for you guys. So far for the month of July has not been too bad. I'm pretty surprised. I actually have a very epic story to tell you of my best flip of all time. But I think I'm gonna make a short video about that because it was pretty insane. But yeah, before I give anything away, I'll just say, just be open to all different methods and ways of sourcing, especially in times like this, because you literally never know what you're going to find if you're just open to looking through it. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this video was helpful. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye.